Back to what I was speaking on, what I was getting at. Yeah, they just want a tainer. They want a tainer. They want your pain to abstain her, to to stain her, to frustrate her, right? They want to infiltrate and contaminate her, right? They just some haters. They're not lovers. They lame. They just want to blame her. They just want to taste, but they can't handle the flavor. They don't want to paint her. They want to shade her. They just want to, they don't want to plug her. They want to shank her. Right? They don't want to love her. They want to take her. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hold her. They want to shape her. You know what I'm saying? They want to label her. You feel me? They want to stain her. You know what I'm saying? They want to put they fucking weight. They want to put they weight on you. So we're now, you almost break her. You feel me? They don't want to heal her. They don't want to feel her. They want to steal her. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to teach her. They don't even want to hear her. Right? You know what I'm saying? They want to have you feeling all type of ways just so that whatever connection you're able to make, now it's stained by the world, by the times, by the trade, right? By the case. They want to take you off your path. They want to divert you, right? Right? They want to make it right? Ain't no other options or something like it's inevitable, right? That it can't grow, like it ain't gonna evolve, like it ain't gonna blossom into something completely godly, holy, as in whole, without holes in it, where the holes can be replenished and finished, right? To where now it's shimmering and glimmering, you know what I'm saying? It's got a sheen on it, you know what I mean? It's completely cleaned, you know what I'm talking about? To where it now begins to blink as well as sing, right? The reflection, you know what I mean? I had a thought about reflection right now, right? Like, because if light is alive, my nigga, that means that reflective surfaces are evil, my nigga. At what point other would you see a reflective surface clear enough so as there to be an image which is made of light, whether it is seen by a person's eye or not, or animal, or sphere, so as to register this particular light that is now, showing, whether it's seen or not, it's still showing. Yes, the light is alive, they say. They say the light is particles itself. So the light in that reflection is not the same light that is on my exterior surface. That, of course, is revealing my complexion, my image to whoever would be there to see me within the proximity, circumference, vicinity of my area, of my place, of my placement, of my arrival, of, you know what I mean, my motherfucking being, wherever I happen to be at, you know what I'm talking about? So, right? So we got these windows and all these extra shits, you know what I'm saying? That's new, bro. That's new, bro. Now, you get a bird fly across a window, my nigga. That's another bird, nigga. It's a bird in the reflection world, brother. We done made a whole nother dimension operating 24 hours. Anytime it can reflect anything that could be seen. It may not matter because, of course, we're totally right about everything we understand about life for now. But then we realize that, oh shit, we done trapped a whole nother us in a world that still exists, but only can be experienced in a second. Infinitely temporary, my nigga. Infinitely momentary, nigga. Right? Because even if you pass the same window every day, nigga, that window, my nigga, has borders, my nigga. It is in a frame, my nigga. That window, my nigga, has 4 points to lock it, just as a door does. Yes, so I'm chilling, right? You know who gave me this idea? I walked past a reflective window one time. I was on my way to work. I think I was on my way to work or coming from work or to find some work no. So I passed this reflective window and shit, right? Or it could have been a door. Now we got windows on doors and shit. Like niggas can't even make their mind up. They done made a window on a door. Like fuck is who the fuck make a door out of glass? Like why would you have a glass ass door? Like Nick, what the fuck is the door doing there if it's glass? You can see through it. You can bust it open. It ain't protecting what's inside the building. Fuck is it there for? So as to trap that you that does not stay right there between them fucking lines, my nigga, and step up out of that world. At least for you to see it. Because when ain't nobody can see it, ain't no telling what happened. Maybe that you that passed that by that window, nigga, find his way back to that corner, nigga, and crawl up out of that bitch like, oh snap, how the fuck I got trapped up in here? Man, I had to wait till nobody see me come up out of here to come up and get up out of this fucking reflection world I was in, cuz. Whew. I'm finna go kill this nigga to put me up in here, cuz. I need to go find this nigga so he don't walk past no more windows. And I ain't gotta find other alternate reflection creations of the same me that's me, this light particle intelligence. Because, man, it's getting out of hand out here. I got millions of me's trapped in this reflection world. Yeah, I'm about to, first I gotta kill this nigga, then I don't know how I'm gonna throw him up in this reflection world. But shoot, I mean, first let me just take care of getting this nigga out the way real quick. Cause we can't keep having this all the time. Every time another one of me come up here, the nigga older, they got on a different outfit and shit. What the fuck? Sheesh, man, shit been going on for about 20 years, nigga. We got a 2-year-old reflection me. We got a 2-year-old reflection me with Nikes on. We got a 2-year-old reflection me with with stitches. Nigga can't eat. Nigga can't stop eating a hot dog because the nigga just he don't know what else to do with himself because that's the way he came into the world. And the motherfucker had a hot dog. And the nigga ain't never finished eating his hot dog the last 20 years. Nigga still biting hot dogs and shit. It's crazy out here, man. It's crazy out here, man. Man, what do we do with these windows? What they make these windows for? Nature already got reflection. Nature already did all that for us. If you want to see yourself, go to the river, nigga. Okay? Let it be special. Have somebody draw you like back in the day, nigga. We're having the paintings, nigga. Fuck wrong with y'all? Fuck you need a painting for? You got a camera. Fuck you need a painting for? You got a camera. Fuck you got. I mean, I ain't mad at movies. But then they now, you know what I'm saying? Now they want to make movies advertisements and shit now. Nigga, fuck. What happened to the theatricals? Nigga, what happened, you know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't even got no art in the movie no more. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Every few moments they showing the woman longer than they showing the man and shit. I mean, the other way around. Maybe, I mean, I'm saying, I get to see him abroad, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, they was showing this nigga talking to her for about the last 2.5 minutes, so I know they finna show her for at least a good 40 seconds. Shit, they show her for 7 seconds. Go back to the nigga for 5 minutes. I'm like, bro, like, damn, cuz I want to see her. I don't want to see you seeing her. Check, check, check. This light, of course, is the light of whatever it is reflecting off of. Yes, this light is reflecting off of this particular substance, this surface, this object. Yes, we have our own light, we have our own aura, we have our own magnetic corona, emission. We have a resonant sort of buzzing, halo around us of light, right? Visible or not, under the spectrum or beyond the spectrum. You know what I mean? Of this particle, spirit, energy, alive, patterned intelligence that is light. They say light is moves through waves, yes, or particles. It's either waves or particles. Scientifically, they can't really say. They say that particles are smart enough to know that you're looking at it. They move differently when you look at it. Science have proven this, at least first when they even discovered the particle. When they first discovered particles, they discovered that particles are intelligent enough to differentiate if it's being monitored or not, cuz. In itself, my nigga. This is the first fact of quantum physics, nigga. This is the first thing they noticed, bro. It seems when we do an experiment on these wave/particle/waves, and it's mind-bogglingly unexplainable where during this exercise we've drafted in this lab here, these light particles, man, they know they're being watched, man. What you mean? What the fuck you talking about? What the fuck you mean? Fuck you talking about? How you even know how it would move? How do we even know how it would move if you wasn't watching it? First of all, ooh, now that's to just open up a whole can of ass. That's just, that's a whole can of trouble. That's a lot of, because at the same time, it could be acting like it's acting different. You feel me? Like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, oh, snap, nigga. Oh, I wouldn't fuck with it. I probably would just go back to wherever we came from as to what you made you feel like you wanted to try to test some shit, okay? What led you to wanting to test something? Was it alchemy? Now, where we get that from? Okay, we got that from the motherland. We say we got that from where? Who? And what is they saying? They saying don't fuck with it? They don't have doors? Where they come from? They don't use mirrors there? You say you got this science? The whole idea of even how to even want to even try to do some science with the lives of the future from some niggas who said don't fuck with it? I wouldn't fuck with it, bruh. To be honest with you. They say the light know it's being watched. You probably don't want to be watching the light then. What you want to watch the light for? Anyway. You know what I mean? Let it show itself to you. You know what I mean? It's already showing itself to you. You know what I mean? Watch, but don't spy. You know what I'm saying? Spying is different from watching, okay? When she know I'm watching, she gonna show me what I am supposed to see. And nothing else should be. At least for me to have seen, at least. Because that's a whole lot of, that's a big can of ass there. That's more information than I was, you know what I mean? It's really designed for me to process. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, as far as my processing facility and capabilities and circumference as well, I mean, it's not that I cannot process it, but some things are, you know, have a purpose and, you know, a place, and some things don't have no purpose. And I'm a purposeful person. I try my best to be a purposeful person. That's why, you know, I'm doing all type of different things every time. You know, it's like you can only do one thing, you know, things the first time once, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? And you can only do it last time one time, and that's if you do it at all. So it's like at the same time, it's like you can do it differently the first time, but you gotta do it to start with, right? Then you got to do it differently the first time, right? So it's like, hey, how much other things are you doing for the first time while you're doing different things or the same things differently? Well, I mean, like I said, that reflection is there capturing all type of people's images, and ain't nobody even noticing them. Like, hey, who's to fucking say, like, when you ain't looking at it, that it ain't that it's not behaving differently just as light does? It's an image at this point, you know what I mean? Like I said, the river, it is beautiful enough, but see, that's water. The water, you already know the water got intelligence on it. You know, it's not the same. Like, who's to say that just because you done made a mirror to where it's all the same, it's close enough, it's far enough too. It's close enough, but yes, that means it's not the same. That means it's far enough too, yo. And far at any distance is too far for me, especially when we already there. We moving away from it, close or far. When we supposed to be going deeper into it, you can jump into some water, cuz. You can't jump into that mirror though, or can you? You ain't finna find no reflection nowhere else in nature, nigga. Unless you can hop up in that bitch and go deep, down, up in it to where the light does not reach anymore. The reflection. Except for you can swim your way the fuck back up out of there because you still alive. You know what I mean? You got your spirit in you. It's not just the look of you. It's not just the image. It's not just a, you know what I mean? A reflection. You know what I'm saying? An echo of what's happening. It's like, what the fuck is the point, cuz? Like, little shit, like, you feel me? Like, little shit, like, at the same time, it's like, if it was so small, like, what the fuck is the point anyway? Like, why even make that shit like that? Like, if it, you know what I mean? Like, the shit ain't even dope. Like, the shit is fucking redundant. The shit is defeatist. The shit is, it's purposeless. It's useless, nigga. You got a door? You got a door that's made out of glass? Why? It can hurt somebody. Because you want to have the light come through? True enough. Fair enough. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. True enough. Fair enough. You want the light. You got to have the sunlight coming through the door. You want to have it beautiful, to have the light come through. That's okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, I guess that makes sense. You want to have the light come through. Well, the light is, everyone safe without doors is what the light is. The light is us not having to be living anywhere that is not suitable climate-wise. That's the light. So you don't need central heating to stay warm, because you're in a place where all year round you could be butt-ass naked and still do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Handle your business. Do whatever it is you came to that place that you at that ain't got no doors or borders or or corners or limits to get done. And it's going to be a natural thing that's happening there, I would imagine. Otherwise, you ain't got no business doing that shit. And ain't no light invited there if it ain't natural. The light it don't have no use there except for to reflect, except for to now be trapped. You know what I'm saying? The only thing the light is going to do is reveal the shadows, right? Now it got to go to where the shadows is at for all that. You know what I mean? So in a pitch black, midnight, dark city sidewalk, shit, one of my reflection selves then found his way from out of that little corner, the same reflection. You feel me? Just imagine that. The same, you know what I mean? The same door that he was created in. The nigga passed by the door. I didn't even look at myself, but and my reflection turned the same way, going nowhere, because as soon as I passed this fucking border, this doorway, this seal of this door, that motherfucker's gonna cease to exist. And a different me is gonna be passing any other time, because I didn't already pass I didn't stop. You know what I mean? I'm still, the image of me is still moving in that moment in time, and all of history as well as the universal existence, right? But that door is there, reflecting some shit for what? Oh, because what? Convenience, nigga? Because what? Nigga, modernity? You know what I'm saying? Modernity? What? Fucking technology? Nigga, it ain't worth it, bro. Trust me. Trust me, dog. It's not worth it, bro. Just, you know what I mean? Just like realistically, as far as like the quality, like, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as like the essence, like as far as like the sanctity of it, you know what I mean? There's no sanctity, okay? In the synthetic, right? It's soulless, yo, right? But there's a larger universal soul, though. The world itself has a soul. This very planet got a soul, bro. If we come up off the planet made of dust, right? Made of the same material, mud of this planet, and we have a spirit or a soul, then how the world don't got a soul? You know what I'm saying? It's giving us air to breathe in order to stay alive, in order to experience our soul in this body. Yes? So are not these man-made buildings out of whatever material we was able to find from up out of the earth, even if we melted some chemicals together, and there's some type of proxy type of, latex, you know what I'm saying, non-biodegradable plastic, it still was made from chemicals that we found on this earth. Even if it never biodegrades, it's going to biodegrade eventually. It may take longer than forever, than the earth will even be here, but it's going to dissolve eventually over time. But, we don't need it. It's not necessary. Like, we already got we got enough to start. We got more than we need to start with. We already had more than we need to start with. That's the testament of the pyramids in Giza, Egypt, right? This is 6,000, 7,000, 10,000. They don't even know how old the pyramids is, but it's older than everything. It's older than anything, my nigga, built, except for other astoundingly monolithic works of beauty, which are not synthesis, which are all natural as well. Okay, and even if that's older, we had adequate materials then to do what cannot even be done now. It's the part. These beautiful works of astounding fucking design. They want to try to say it's aliens. Either way, where the aliens at? They ain't went nowhere. What, you waiting for the aliens to come back so that they can do what? No. Them was, whoever it was, they still use earth materials, my G. Ain't no foreign, ain't none of these joints got no foreign materials from no other planet. It wasn't no glass. You don't see not nan reflective surface on that bitch, do you?
Go to the river. Go to the river. Go to the river.
No.
Okay. Let it be special. Let it be special.
Do you? So get out my face, man, with all of this extra click clack, nigga. No, it's not the look, my G. Look, don't get me wrong. It's a new day. It's a new day. It's a new day. Don't get me wrong. However, just because something is the latest don't make it new. Just because it's the most recent don't make it new, bro. Okay? That's the idea of aging, yes? Right? We age over time. You know, this is the newest day I didn't ever live, but I'm older. You know what I'm saying? I'm older tomorrow, but that's the newest day, you know what I'm talking about? And that's the whole, you know what I mean? That's the kind of flip side sort of way to approach it. The further back in time we go, the longer we lived back then, right? Age expectancy was longer back before the fucking dark ages and shit. Right? Niggas lived to be, supposedly in the Bible, they say motherfuckers was living thousands of years, hundreds of years in Wuti Wap. You know what I'm saying? 300s and 400s of years, yes. That's what they say in the Bible. The very, you know what I'm saying? And they say, whatever religious book you got, they're gonna tell you, Wuti Wap, that niggas was living, right? Now, if you believe this fucking Bible, any of these books, nigga, then you have to believe that niggas was living longer. And that's gonna make you have to think about what would change to where niggas would stop living longer. Well, probably because we trap in this light. Every chance we get, we putting windows on doors. When we shouldn't even have doors to begin with. What we need a door for? To protect what? Somebody's money? We shouldn't have money. To what? To do what? Buy something we can make? Why? Because it's faster? Well, yeah, just because it's the latest don't make it the newest, though, love. Nothing is microwave. Good things take time, so instant things must be evil, yeah? If good things take time and nothing lasts forever, and the best things take longer, then what is all of this, you know, microwave, this microwave culture, you know what I mean? This whole like instant gratification type, upfront, now or never type shit. Like if it's now or never, nigga, then let it be.
Okay. Let it be special.
Never say never though. And I just said it, but I just said it for example. Because it's always now, even if it is never, is the part. And that's the point. Like people try to, you know what I mean, spin it to where it's like, oh well shit, yeah, make it, you know what I mean, go with the flow basically, or you know, don't upset the balance when the balance is already unbalanced. And I get it, and I know how to operate in both realms. Trust me, that's why I'm even speaking on it. You know, it's not about what I know how to do or that I can operate. It's just the fact that you know, everything is happening is all about what it is your motive and intention is. It's all about what you see as the actual fuller purpose of whatever, you know, and it's already a divine design to everything. And so long as you respect that and haven't been diverted away from that too much because of all those reflections, then you're always going to be able to operate in both. You're always going to be at least be able to be more receptive to operating in both. Whether you know, act on it or see it through, or you know, are courageous enough to, you know, to fucking upset the imbalance is basically what you're saying. Don't, you know what I mean? Because it's already imbalanced. Don't upset the imbalance. Okay, true enough, you don't want to make a bad situation worse, but that's not what I'm speaking on. I'm talking about healing. I'm talking about reversing the diversion. Okay? I'm talking about reputing the diffusion. Okay? You understand me? So look, I'm just letting you know, like, I'm not, and it's not about talking about it. That's not really what I'm talking about. I'm just presenting to you a scenario, which, and this is the situation. Like, I'm presenting you a scenario. Like, a lot is so comically artful that goes unnoticed. That is just basically ignored. That's basically overlooked, you know, like the fact that a reflection an unnatural reflection could be not the best idea. Like, and what's funny was like, it kind of is telling. It sort of is obvious to me that even if it's subconsciously, that's a realization, because it's like we got reflections on shit that we don't even need reflections on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everywhere you turn, you could see a nigga in a reflection. You could watch a whole nigga. Your reflection could be watching the reflection of a motherfucker, yo. You could be watching somebody in a reflection on a reflection. My nigga, you can have a reflective surface. Say your TV is off, right? And your window is open, right? And you at an angle in this particular boxed ass room, which is capturing this light. That's unnatural, bro. And they say light is alive, my nigga. So it's like, you gotta understand, like, it could be unintentional, but who's to say that it is? That's just something you would have to assume and operate based on your trusting, which is not wise to do. It's not safe to do, especially when you can at least consider the idea. And that will at least keep you to where you already like, or can tell it for what it really is, without having to believe that it is something that it's not, right? Even if you can't say exactly what it is completely or fully.
The reflection.
Yet, you're definitely going to be slower to to deciding or to concluding. You're going to be slower to concluding that it isn't the illusion that it obviously would have to be, because it's not more natural than it isn't natural.
Echo.
You know what I mean? So it's all about illusion and reality. You know what I mean? Like, this world of illusion, this is becoming a more and more of an illusionary, world every moment. I mean, and what's cold is like, that's the part, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's so comically unartful. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like everything is extremely microwave. It's like it's a plastic world. And there's nothing wrong with it, because of course it's a reflection. It's a homage to the true nuances and the essences. However, like, a young mind wasn't around for the debut and the inception of film or the theatrical performances. Like, they wouldn't even be able to connect with that the same, because it's like they seen the reproduction of it before they actually seen a live show and heard somebody singing live, or you know what I mean, a melodic voice in their actual ear, as opposed to a MP3 first. And even further than that, like, they can go online and see anything that they wouldn't necessarily be able to see unless they knew somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody that knew somebody that actually did what it is that they watching, right? And a lot of things you can see, you probably should be able to learn some things first before you are even exposed to it, because now it desensitizes you from appreciating and embracing the fuller intelligence related to the actual origin and core of the actual purpose of its existing in the first place, which is beauty, true beauty. And so it's now mutating the beauty to where the beauty is seen as just something that can be seen. When I read something just recently, it said that power is inner beauty, right? I asked the question, what is freedom? I answered, what is freedom, right? Freedom is the only freedom, really, what they say, the only happiness is service to God, basically. Is to adhere to divine order, to follow, to basically devote yourself to a higher purpose, to a higher service, to Godhead, basically, to your creator, is to agree to what it is that your maker deems your assignment is true happiness, is service to life and love. It's service, it's true happiness. They say you can't buy happiness, like Pitbull say you can't buy happiness. No, you can buy happiness. Money can buy happiness, but you just have to give it away, right? Old African proverb goes, happiness is something that you get by ensuring other people's happiness. Basically, you can't gain happiness, or you cannot get to happiness without sharing happiness. The way you get happiness is to give happiness, right? It goes, we have the analogy of the marbles, right? Where all the kids had their own marble with their name on it, right? And Olodumare shook it up, threw all the marbles all around. Now the kids have 5 minutes to find their marble. They was looking all around, and none of the kids was finding their own marble, but they did all find other marbles. Yes? But they would have to drop it, of course, because they don't have their name on it. So they go to the next marble, and 5 minutes pass. That ain't long enough time. That's not long enough time for everybody to find their marble. Nobody found their marble in 5 minutes. Not one. But everybody found a marble. Some people found the wrong marble a few times. Came back to the wrong marble. Never their own marble though. Now their marble is not their happiness. Their happiness is coming when they all come back to collective together after we pick up whatever we find, bring it back together, and offer it together.
Reflect.
You got my marble, I got your marble, and now we both happy. And we can all be happy when we all happy. Right? So, as far as freedom is after peace. No, you got peace, and then you got freedom. And then you have bliss after freedom, right? Because bliss and happiness is different, right? And then you even got joy too. So you got joy, bliss, and happiness, right? And you got love between joy and happiness, right? And then you got joy just before you get to peace. And then you got, and this is all, nigga, this is medical, nigga, this is medical facts, nigga. Okay, this is the spectrum, this is the scientific spectrum of frequency, emotional frequencies that's used for all type of healing, okay? All sorts of, reversal of imbalances, basically, right? So you got from joy to peace to freedom to bliss. We got enlightenment before you get to bliss, which bliss is enlightenment, right? Bliss is like the 17th. Enlightenment is really the top, but bliss is really like, it's more than just, you don't stop, when you get to that point, then you can actually grow from there. Like, because it's like, if you operate from that realm, then anything else is actually going to have that mixed into it, and so it's this pure form of even happiness or fucking grief, whatever it is, like, it's just gonna happen. But it's like, but if you never lose yourself, the true core of yourself, the true essence of yourself, the pure essence of yourself, to these illusions, which is a mere reflection, then you'll be able to identify the beauty in it. You know what I'm saying? And not be trying to justify its appeal. You know what I mean? Or argue its, relevance, or argue its superiority, basically. You know what I'm saying? Argue its superiority. You got to give that marble away. You know what I mean? Nobody's superior to nobody. and it ain't for nobody else to say for sure not. So it's like you really got to kind of examine where you stand on certain things. Like what is your allegiance to? You feel me? You know, what are you signing up for? What exactly do you represent? What do you represent? Do you represent yourself? Or do you represent your ancestors? Because your ancestors represent you, whether you represent them or not. Right? That's your chance. That's your choice and your chance. You know what I mean? And what did you represent? What did your ancestors represent? Okay? Well, that's the fucking question, my nigga.
This is what scientists will consider.
That's what you need to answer. Because everything has a beginning, yes? Even what is new started at some point. So you track it back to your mama's mama. She didn't serve that God you serving, yo. Not to say that she didn't serve the God you serving. Your God is God. Regardless of how you feel like you're gonna, you know, what path you take to serve God, right? However, be careful. Like, you feel me? Like, as to what it is that you really are deciding and what you stand on and what you representing. Right? Are you representing life? Because God is life. Right? Your creation is life, and life is growth. Right? So every fucking ideology fucking, you know, talks to and speaks to you know, healthy systems and operations, or healthy fucking activities, healthy mind states, healthy rhythms and patterns, and curriculums and like I said, activities, structures, healthy structures. And it may not always be so apparent as far as where you can comprehend the purity in it, you know. However, it's all about your intention too, you know. Like, you can't use good to do evil. I mean, you can't use good to do evil, but you can use evil to do good, though. Okay? You can't use good to do evil. You can't. But you can use evil to do good, though. Right? It's all about your intention. You know what I mean? And it's not about using it, it's about your approach and really your perspective. And you not, you know what I mean, not accepting something that is an illusion as the reality. And there's never no reason for you to do that unless you are lost in your own feelings about it, basically. Unless you're using it as a justification so as to, you know what I mean, explain away or to nullify or to, you know what I mean, to satisfy basically your insecurities, your frustrations, your, you know what I mean,
What is power?
You know,
What is power? What is freedom?
your frustrations and whatever to justify your,
They are maybe
you know what I mean,
or one in the same in way.
your confusion, you know, your hang up, whatever it is, your imbalance to justify your imbalance. Okay, simply put, you know. So that's another good way to keep it in perspective, to keep it in order. It's like, is it balanced? Is it, you know what I mean, is it fair? You know what I mean? Does it have harmony? You know, where can you find the harmony in it? You feel me? Where can you find the truth in it? You know, the truth is not gonna hide long. You know what I mean? The truth will always come to the light eventually. But if it's a reflection of the light, then it's only surface, and you can't jump into it and swim around, and you can't drink it either. You can just look at that shit. Right? Because what's pure is gonna wash you, right? It's gonna replenish you, it's gonna nourish you. You know what I mean? you're gonna grow with that purity, with that water. You know what I mean? With that reflection, it's only gonna remind you of the temporary. You feel me? It's gonna actually make things even more temporary. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's always temporary now. You know what I mean? Like you get a photograph, nigga. Like I said, that one moment where you passed and the person wasn't, you couldn't see the person no more. That's not the, even if you was to come back, the moment after you passed that frame, that's not the same reflection person. You know what I mean? Like the imagination is powerful, bro. The imagination is just that powerful is all I'm saying. Like, right? If you can envision anything in your mind and it becomes so, from a painting to a architectural design, yeah, it may take whatever else to build upon it, but they gonna build upon these blueprints that are these reflection people, okay? That's what they doing with this virtual reality bullshit, yo. With this quasi, you know what I mean, space travel sort of teleportation. You don't need no machine to teleport, bro. Especially if they can figure out a way to do it with fucking tangible mechanics. There's no higher technology than the brain, homie. Any technology that can do anything, whether it be remote, cellular, fucking cyber, is all fashioned after your brain, bro.
The reflection.
And that's the facts, dog. I was listening to 90 Keys, and we was talking to a person about the 98, the other 92 or 85% of your brain that's not used. They say we only use so much percentage of our brain capacity or immensity. That's the part that I'm telling you, like, that means that the technology that we even have now, my nigga, is failing to even be as powerful as it could be, bro. Like, and it's powerful. They gonna make teleportation, dog. They already got time machines, my nigga. They already got time machines, bro. Now, I can't say that, but I know in my heart that it's probably more possible. I ain't seen one, but I ain't gonna even say that I ain't seen one, because I don't know what the fuck I didn't see, my nigga. Because they done already made doors with windows on them, my nigga. Because there's already countless of other reflection me's in this fucking illusion world, my nigga. That's trapped in there, bro. As soon as it passed that frame, bro. This is reality, bro. Just because you ain't thinking about it is for another thing. And any other one brain with a angle on how to conceptualize in regards to it is then now controlling it, man. And controlling the fucking impact, the potential, you know what I'm saying, magic of it, my nigga. And that's reality, bro. And that's why I'm saying, and that's not why I'm be thinking, and that's not what makes me right. However, I've seen to where just haphazardly just doing something fun to do and feeling the potential, you know, magic of it, and even thinking to do it while writing it and afterwards and before and reciting it and learning and memorizing it. This is something that I can openly confess, openly admit to, openly express, openly accept, and I cannot deny when I say that when you have a particular angle on the ignored potentiality of the subconscious mind, i.e. minds, because even your subconscious mind is your own pool, your own well that is drafting from the universal all mind, which is all energy and all consciousness anywhere, even within or outside of this universe, right? Whether you could see it with your eyes or not, right? You could feel it. You can feel it in your soul, unless you distract it by these surrounding images, which you can't help but have to be, especially if you grow up becoming accustomed to that being your go-to. That, you know what I'm saying? That being what you rely on. Like that being your first and last thing that you do. We used to have to draw, nigga, if we wanted to see cartoons. We had no cable. We go to the neighbor house to see TV. We ain't got no electricity. You want to see cartoons? Here go some crayons, nigga. Disneyland. You better go to take your ass to the park, nigga. And don't pick up no crack pipes. Cause you really gonna lose your mind then, trying to be grown.
Go to the river, go to the river, go to the river, go to the river. Okay.
And I ain't going to the park with you. I'm over here, I got to work. So I can get these lights on. In this box that we paying to live in.
Let it be special. Let it be special. Be special. Be special.
Okay? So that's what I'm saying. It's different times. It's very, very different times. And it's moving so fast. It's faster than fast. It's faster than time. Which time is only as another box. Time is another box. Right? Now, it's connected outside to different all type of shit outside the box, and then that determines what's happening inside of the box of time, right? So, but at the same time, now that if we get to doing shit inside this box, that then affects what's the connection from the outside, and through the connection, it then affects the outside, and then the effect of the outside then returns and cycles back to the connection, maybe a different connection or the same connection. And then the box, what is going on inside this box at time is changing, and that's what we see in these boxes that we got in our hand.
The reflection.
That's being shown. That's what's being shown to us. Is the shadows, right? We seeing these vivid shadows, bro. These bright shadows, nigga. This is a shell, bro. It's a reflection. That's a shadow. You know what I'm saying? Right? So it's just like in how you just approach it, and as long as you keep it in perspective, like, you feel me? Like, and that's just the way I'm, you know what I mean? That's just what make me try to see that when I'm seeing it in a way. I'm just looking at it in a way, like, what happened to the homie? Like, what happened? I'm talking about me in that reflection fucking window, right? You can do a magic spell, and then you can build a door out of some trees in the woods, nigga. And if you know the right words to say, you walk through that fucking door, it becomes a portal, my G. And that's facts, bro. If you don't know nobody that can do it, that don't mean that it ain't nobody that can do it and ain't doing it. Okay, this is facts, bruh. So what's the difference? Them words that, you know what I mean? That, you know what I'm saying? That conjuring, that ceremony, nigga, is the difference, dog. And best believe it's happening, homie. And that's exactly what's happening, right? And that's just something that I feel in my mind or in my heart. So that's what the whole point I was talking about. Even when I sit to write some shit, I'm pulling from my imagination, you know what I mean? Just all possibilities. Like, say for instance, because I didn't thought about all type of shit. Like, you know what I mean? As far as like what I would want to see the world as, what I would want to see just in general, like what would be dope as far as the dimension. Like, you know what I mean? I got ideas for all type of crazy movies and shit, but and that's all writing too, you know what I mean? And what's cool is like, you write it down. Are you thinking about it? Oh, it could be, or are you saying, oh, this is definitely pretend, because it's going to be different writing when you write it forward, when it's definitely like a pretend, like when it's hypothetical rather. You know what I mean? This is intentionally hypothetical, right? Then it's in its own box then. But if you feel me, like you keeping that sort of feeling, like that sort of energy, the hypothetical, the theoretical, but you're keeping everything honest, like like it's the truth at the same time. My nigga, that's power within power, bro. Which power is inner beauty, yes. I read, yes. And we said freedom was what else? Freedom was, of course, you know, being able to operate without, you know, well, I said that already. We already said what freedom was, but you know, what is power? Power is energy, for one. We said what power is. Power is energy. And that's all fucking power is. Power is a reference to energy. Okay? It's your capture of, it's how you gonna, you know, pretend that you done captured some power. No, you just are bending light is all the fuck you doing, nigga. Whether it be through your words, through your thoughts, or through your actions with your hands, because you done built a fucking square ass trap, nigga. Real shit. Is what power is energy, yes? What's power without energy? It's energy without power. Ain't it? Nigga, you don't plug that light in, nigga, that electricity still exists, nigga. So what's power? Is somebody building some power lines is what power is, nigga. Power ain't shit. Power is this dick in your jaws is what power is, nigga.
Okay. What's wrong with y'all?
Call and response Q&A. Question and answer. New dimension. Essential aspects of life. Health. Action. Art. Family. Culture. Heritage. Breathing. Diet. Exercise. Rhythm. Motion. This is what scientists will consider a paradigm shift. The tipping point. We are on a sojourn. At the onset. The plummet. The zenith. Horizon. Meridian. On the outskirts of the very ridge of the ledge of the edge. Faced with the arrival of evolution. Forced and faced in human consciousness with an arrival of evolution. Human consciousness. A reconstruction of awareness. The divine designation of this new dimension. A next dimension. Another level of seeing. Another level of being. Thinking. Living. The enhancing advancement of reality. Most probably believe in the possibility of many realities. Several conclusions. The applicability of the general individual may argue that reality is relative. That there very well exists everyone with their own truths. Zen enthusiasts might insist in the principle of a one universally natural and inclusively, exclusively supreme and supremely absolute and absolutely true. What are the others saying? That another ain't? How do these two relate? And where originates the dichotomy, bridging the debate. Today we explore. Life we explore. Evaluate. Examine. Investigate life as we know it. Life as a whole. Life as a whole. This is the theme. This is the topic. This is the topic on the table. Here is something to ask yourself. Something we find. Here is
Ask yourself.
something to ask ourselves.
This is what I want you to answer.
Call and response, question and answer. This is
To consider
what I want you
to answer.
to answer.
This is what I want you to answer.
to consider, to define. What is power? What is power?
What is freedom?
What is freedom?
What is freedom?
The two could go together.
Maybe.
They are, maybe, one and the same, or one and the same in ways.